Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Zach, and we are on what vlog is this? Is this like 9 or 10? But we are progressing in our little series of, our weekly vlogs, and I'm having a fun time doing them. It's currently past midnight, and I thought I would make this before I went to bed because I'm usually my most energetic self when it's really late at night, and also I just wanted to get out of the way. There's a lot to talk about, guys. I mentioned in my last video that I was going to be going back home because it was Halloween and I had some plans, so I wanted to, talk about that and talk about some of the more recent things that's been going on. So let's get right into it. So I ended up going home Wednesday. Wednesday was our Halloween party at work, and it wasn't as eventful as I was really hoping. In fact, if I didn't have to worry about the fear of missing out, I probably, you know, it wouldn't have made a big difference if I didn't go because it wasn't super eventful. I didn't dress up, I mentioned, because uh, I don't have the money to buy a costume. You only wear it for like one day, and I just don't think it's worth it. I bought these cat ears so I could just like throw something on, just to please people. It's it's the thought that counts, I suppose. But we also voted on a movie. Believe it or not, Coraline won the vote, which surprised me, but it was a pleasant surprise. It was just unfortunate because it happened so late into the party that everybody was, tired, and people decided to leave and or just not watch the movie, which sucks because it's a great movie. I love Coraline. I just wish more people would watch it because it kind of felt like a waste. But other than that, the party wasn't super eventful. I mean, I did get to talk to my friends, so that's good. But other than that, it wasn't really spectacular. Another thing that was actually very fun was seeing Sinners in IMAX. I said that they brought it back for a week, and I finally got my chance to see it in IMAX, and it was great. I didn't enjoy driving there because I hate driving at night because all the headlights, the red lights, the unknown in the darkness. Something could crawl onto the road and I'd hit it, and who knows what could happen from that. But I went and saw Sinners in IMAX, and it was spectacular. Although I feel like the whole IMAX feature, in terms of the aspect ratio, it didn't really give me that full experience. I was expecting the entire screen to be filled with the movie, not just certain scenes like it ended up being. Because at my theater, we don't have IMAX, but when we showed the movie, it kind of did the same thing where some scenes would be like in the flat or it would be in scope. So it was kind of weird. I just kind of wish the whole movie was all took up the entire screen. However, the sound phenomenal. I really was wanting it. I was really depending on the whole sound thing to be good. I was more concerned about the audio than the visuals, because everybody was raving that all the songs were so good in IMAX because it was loud, you could feel it in your chest, and I did get that. So I feel like I did get my money's worth. I ended up being happy. I wasn't, I didn't feel like it was a waste. So I think it was worth the time. Other than that, on the trip, I ended up selling some movie posters, and one person ended up scamming me and not really coming. But the other person, they lived right out in Livonia, which is like 45 to 50 minutes drive. And they're like, how much would you charge to deliver it? And I was like, maybe like extra $20. If you can do that, I'll drive over there, I guess. So I ended up driving 50 minutes on Halloween Day to deliver those posters. But we made the money. I just didn't. I just feel like the entire trip, I spent a lot of time driving. I don't mind driving, but I just wanted, I wanted a chance to relax. So that was really mainly it for the trip itself. I can't really think of anything major that happened. But I do have some other updates. That exam that I was really dreading and thinking I failed. I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video, but it was a lab, my astronomy lab, that a lot of us thought we did awful. I ended up getting an 85% on that, and I am not complaining in the slightest. An 85 to me is like an A. It's passing. That is the main thing that mattered. I really thought I failed it. And I got a better score than I think one of the top people in that class by just a little bit. But I'm not trying to compare my grade to others. I'm just thankful for what I got. And I'm just thankful for that. So that is good because I went 2 weeks stressing about it. The unknown just really put me in a place that I didn't want to be in. So I'm glad that's over. Another thing that's going on is I talked about, the whole I'm trying to lose weight and stuff like that. I really thought I did awful this weekend. I had a lot of fried food because, my family likes to eat out. I mean, it's fine to do it because, you're with your family and you want to have fun. So we ate out a bit. And I really thought I overdid it, but I was appalled when I stepped on the scale this morning and saw that I lost 2/10. That's not a lot, but I thought I gained at least 2 pounds from the whole weekend, so I'm happy with that. Other updates, I'm really trying to sell a lot of stuff because I want to get these Lego Agent sets. And I know from time and time again, I always buy Lego and sell it to get new stuff. And it's happened, it's progressed to the point where I don't really have anything else to sell. And it sucks because I used to have so much Lego, to the point where it's just overwhelming. But now that I've sold so much, I'm not crying, by the way. I'm actually really tired, but I get a little sentimental because Lego I just have the sentimental value. But I'm just kind of sad that I used to have so much and now I hardly have anything. But I think it's okay. Maybe I'll get some things when I have like a steady job, whenever that day comes. But we try to keep things. We try to take things as they come. I'd really like to join the Central Michigan News, but I don't know if I'd be a good fit for it. If I did, I would join probably next semester, my senior year, but I feel like it's too late. But other than that, that's a lot of updates, and I know this is like an 8-minute video, but there's been a lot going on, and we're halfway through these vlogs, halfway through the semester. Things are looking up for Zach, but it could always change, just like that. But I'll see you guys next week.